Welcome back to the Tarver Pavilion. Garrett Lee with you, getting you set for the second half of play. First half of action, pretty back and forth. However, really, the second quarter very much in favor of the Garnet. Swarthmore 15 points in that second quarter, outscoring the Pride of Widener University by 5, but really holding them into some tough spots. 25% from the field, 1 of 6 from distance. They were 1 of 10 on the day for the Pride. On the other side, the numbers from distance, not much better. The numbers in general, not a whole lot better. But the Garnet has been able to get on much better runs. That is what leads them to a 7-point lead at the break. As you take a look at the leading scores for both sides, T. Sally, 8 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals. Very good performance today from Sally. On the other side, the first-year post play, the first-year center, Mia Robbins, leading the way, 6 points on the day, 2 of 5 from the field, 2 for 3 from the charity stripe, as well as leading the squad. 4 rebounds, tied with another first year in Evelyn Bayer, the first year from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Also said, take a look around the Centennial. 2 other games currently going on. Well, 1 gone final and 1 would be just about ready to start, as Immaculata earlier today took down Bryn Mawr 71-25, your final in that one at Immaculata. Washington College also facing off with Marymount later on today. Other games around the Centennial here today. Ursinus will travel to Alvernia, and that'll wrap things up for today's women's basketball action. Muhlenberg will face off with Sal's McDaniel at York, and Moravian will travel to Dickinson to work tomorrow. Look for a bucket to start off this second half of play. It won't go. A little too long on the floater, as Sally will take far side. Sally working against Jordan D'Ambrosio, leading the charge for the Garnet. Bodies collide, they give off. Sally in the corner for Trey. Strong hits off the back of the rim. D'Ambrosio looking for something the other way. Jordan D'Ambrosio, the senior guard by way Springfield, PA. 2019-2020 MAC Commonwealth Rookie of the Year. Loses the ball here. Jump ball called as Kokenmeister will force a jump ball and force possession, a flip over in favor of the Garnet. So Sally will take on the inbound, give it off to Hayashi, who's struggled here tonight. 1 of 7 from the field for Alyssa Hayashi. Hayashi from outside gives off Kokenmeister, who finds Becker along the wing. 7-point lead for the Garnet. Gets a screen, neglects to use it hard down to the floor. And will call a foul, much to the disdain of head coach Kittner for the Pride. Very much frustrated. Called the foul against Robbins. Richardson to the cup, rejected. Bayer with the block. Samuels in transition, needing a bucket here for the Pride. Signs given out. Samuels, a Staten Island native. Full hesitation move. A feed off to Bayer. Bayer along the corner. Finds Cuts. Cuts back up. D'Ambrosio, less than 10 on the shot clock. Cuts to the lane. Up, and she's hit hard. She'll go to the line for 2. Raven Richardson gets called with the foul. Both teams scoreless in around last 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Almost 3 minutes, actually, now. Chance to end the almost 3-minute scoreless streak, and they do. Ambrosio gets on the board to start off this third quarter. 4 points on the day for D'Ambrosio, a career 66% free throw shooter. Misses on the second one. Career 76%. Go down a little bit there, not by a ton. Luckily for the Pride, they get possession back. Robbins towards the bucket. Chance for 2 for 1 and gets it to go. So 3-point possession brought together by 2 possessions. Sally takes along the wing on the outside. A dish feed to Becker. Becker back to Richardson. Richardson along the free throw line. Sally in the corner. Screen set. Step back. Trying to find somewhere to go. Pulls from the wing. Off the back of the rim. Can't connect. 4-point game. In transition. Here's Cuts. Cuts. Feed off D'Ambrosio. Off the glass. No. Ball's loose in the air. 2-on-1 chance as here comes the reinforcements. The pause is put on. Kokenmeister to the lane. Falling down off the backboard. Too strong. Lindsey Cuts, the first year. 9 points per game in the first 2. 10 points, 8 boards versus Penn State Lehigh Valley in her last outing. 4-point game. Robbins, pump fakes, working along the elbow. Screen set. Tried to get things back to Bayer. Havoc is created. Hayashi with strong numbers the other way. Euro step, layup off the glass. Sally, the putback. Second chance opportunity. Won't connect. Now the numbers in favor of the Pride. Robbins, Euro on her other end. Off the glass, laid it in. 2-point game from the Tarbo Pavilion. Timeout called by the Garnet. As Swarthmore scoreless in their last 4 minutes and 10 seconds. 2-point contest. As Widener on a 5-0 run. They'll say in the last 4 minutes. Can't say that's great for Widener in their own end. They struggled starting off this quarter. However, were able to find a little bit of a run due to that chaos that's caused with a full court press that Swarthmore puts on quite a bit. So far in this quarter, at least in the last couple of minutes, Widener's been able to find their way back in. 2-point game here from the Tarbo Pavilion. Again, want to say thank you for joining us tonight. From Swarthmore College, Garrett Lee with you, getting you set for the conclusion of the Garnet home opener. Also get a chance to look at what's coming up for both sides. Still a little bit of time still getting into the full conference slate. However, Widener will get set for, we'll wrap up things tonight. Then we'll face off this Saturday back here at the Pavilion with Ursinus before traveling down to Virginia to face off with Washington and Lee. Loose ball, stayed alive. Lopez, travel called. So Swarthmore today facing off with Widener from the MAC Commonwealth. Then we'll get back and we'll start Centennial Conference play with a matchup with Ursinus and the Bears before traveling to Virginia to face off with Washington and Lee. On the other side, Widener will face off with Middlebury in the Marymount tournament this upcoming weekend. Robbins inside. On a line, out of the bucket. Sally in transition. Kick out Lopez, who swings around, met by a triple. Finds a feed off. Kokenmeister from distance, can't connect. Ball on the floor, Sally pulls. Off the back of the rim, Lopez another board. Back-to-back offensive rebounds as Hayashi will put the pause on things. Lopez finds things back on the wing. Kokenmeister. Less than 10 to go on the shot clock. Lopez, top of the key, working along the elbow, stripped away. Lindsey Cuts, works in transition again. Cuts, strong to the lane, a pass off will lead things to be turned up to the key. Floater, short. board, hauled in. Hayashi trying to keep things in play. Also continuing to talk about the schedule upcoming for Widener as Robbins will check out. We'll see Rachel Ludwig check back in. Face off with Middlebury, and then we'll await their fate in the rest of the Marymount tournament. And we'll travel to Newman. Face off with the Knights before starting off Mac Commonwealth play versus Alvernia, then versus Messiah. Last year's Commonwealth champs. On the wing, look for a pass. It's deflected by Becker. The other way, beautiful pass. Off the glass and in. The Garnet extend the lead to 4. Hockenmeister again able to get that one to fall. 4-point game, needing a bucket. Towards the lane. Picks up the dribble. There was McFillin. Dishes outside, Casiello. 10 on the shot clock. Screen set, Casiello. Cuts now with it. 5 on the shot clock. Cuts to the lane. Blocked. Hayashi has the Garnet. Back with momentum. Hayashi. Finds Sellinger. Sellinger working around. Becker in the corner. Screen set again. Becker, step back. Inside Richardson. Strong move towards the glass. It's no good. Tries to keep it in play. And they'll say, as trying to save it was Richardson. They'll say it went too far out and last touched by the Pride. Hayashi again takes on the inbound play. Or even Richardson takes with a fresh 20. Back to Richardson, stripped away. D'Ambrosio on the fast break. No longer fast, though. Top of the key, barking out orders. D'Ambrosio working along the elbow. Isolation, kick out from the wing. Had a shot, neglected to use it. Dish to the corner, cuts. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Working along the post, pass inside, it's good. Kimberly Casiello, the first year from Wildwood Crest, New Jersey. Cuts the deficit to 2. Hayashi outside. Becker with it. Sellinger will feed over to Hockenmeister. Been able to work very impressive in this second half. A little floater. Rattles out. Board by the Pride, Casiello. Cuts past to D'Ambrosio. Works on the wing now. Less than 3 to go in this third quarter. A little step back. Won't take the mid-range 2, though. Cuts with it on the wing. Pulls from distance. Trifecta. Can't connect. In the corner the other way. Pulls over the baseline. Jay, that one drops in. 4-point game. Becker. Becker's first bucket of the day. 1 for 2 from the field. 4-point game for the Garnet. D'Ambrosio cuts to the lane. Hard off the glass with a foul. Banged up a little bit. We'll call the foul against the most recent bucket getter in Caitlin Becker. 2 from the line here for D'Ambrosio. Career 76% free throw shooter. Substitutions come in. Sally will check in alongside Colleen Anderson. As well as, I believe, Anna Hansen. D'Ambrosio, like we said, 76% free throw shooter. Works on the first one, short. Now 1 for 3 from the line tonight. 4 points, 3 boards. Going off a solid weekend, averaging around 16 points per game. 0 for 2 from the line there. Sally will take near side in transition. Sally puts the pause on things. Now into the corner. Sally sets the screen. Feed up to Hayashi. Hayashi finds it back with her in the corner. Little spin, kick out, Sally, Trey. Off the side of the rim. Board taken the other way. Here comes McFillin. Ludwig. Long elbow jumper off the mark. Minute 40 left to go in this third quarter. 4-point game favoring the Garnet. Anderson, kick out. Sally again, right back to Colleen Anderson, but it was popped away by Mia Robbins. This feed over one more time. Ludwig, mid-range two, connects. 2-point game here from the Tarbell Pavilion. Hayashi crossing over. Sally with it. Screen set. Cuts inside. Forced outside again. Anderson underneath working against Robbins. Finds herself free. Up and off the glass. Connects. Back to a 4-point lead. Swarthmore has struggled trying to take down the Pride in recent years. Today up by 4. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Big bucket, can't go. Ludwig not able to get that one to drop home. 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Hayashi drops off. Kokenmeister. Inside, beautiful feed. Up and connects. 6-point game here from Swarthmore. Robbins from outside. 10 on the game clock. Shot clock unplugged. D'Ambrosio. 5 left to go. D'Ambrosio to the lane. No! Chance for a heave, but this one will favor the Garnet. Third quarter action wraps up with Swarthmore up by 6. We go fourth quarter of play in just a moment. More when we return on the Centennial Digital Network. Welcome back to the Tarbell Pavilion. Garrett Lee with you, getting you set for the final quarter of regulation. 6-point lead for Swarthmore, 38-32. As we enter the final 10 minutes of regulation between the Garnet and the Pride. Again, so thankful you could join us tonight on the Centennial Digital Network. As the Pride 28-9 all time versus the Swarthmore College Garnet. Robbins deep 2 off the mark. In transition, Kokenmeister, who's had an impressive second half, she takes 28-9 all time versus the Garnet today in a little bit of trouble. Haven't really had a lead since back in the first quarter. Underneath, and one! Anna Hansen gets it to go, and the foul. Hansen's 6-point on the contest, looking for 7. Won't go. 8th point on the day for Hansen, excuse me. Looking for number 9. We mentioned with Kokenmeister, she's in double figures. Robbins from inside the arc. Little feed off. She'll get called for the travel. Mia Robbins passed off to Evelyn Bayer. The first-year duo in the working in the post. In this second half, they have not found the answer. Hayashi, who's also struggled today, 2 points, 1 for 8 from the field for the Garnet's typical leading scorer. Pass underneath. Intercepted by Bayer. Pass off to McFillin. McFillin back to Bayer for 3. Not able to get that one to land. 8-point lead for the Garnet. 40-32, less than 9 to play. Sally, been quiet in the second half. Underneath, off the glass and in. Hansen's got 10. And it's a 10-point game here from the Tarboro Pavilion. In the backcourt. Look for a way to escape. Does. It's Samuels. Samuels feed off and McFillin for Trey. Short. Kept alive for the moment, but even if it was fully kept alive, Sally was the one to haul things in. You mentioned T. Sally. Really strong in the first half of play. And in the second half, they really haven't needed them. Really haven't needed them to pop in double-digit performances off the bench from Hansen and Kokenmeister. Underneath again, the foul, but won't get it to go. Almost thought that one was going to bang in. Anna Hansen, a freshman from Flemington, New York. That's the first one to go. Freshman from Flemington, New Jersey, by way of Hunterdon Central. 11 points on the day. Stay at 11. Near side, Cuts in need of a bucket. Pass outside, Sally intercepts things. Kokenmeister in transition, off the glass and in. 13-point game. 9-0 run turned into an 11-0 run for the Garnet to open up this final quarter of regulation. 45-32 in favor of Swarthmore. Dominating this start to the fourth quarter. Ended on a slight run in the third quarter. That kept going in the fourth. 7-0 run in this fourth quarter. 11-0 run in total as the Garnet up by 13. It's a timeout desperately needed to be called on the side for the Pride. And you talk about just the change for Swarthmore. Last year, first season above 500 since 2014. And today, a team they've historically struggled against in Widener. We mentioned the 28-9 all-time mark in favor of the Pride over the Garnet. Today, things have been fully in control for Swarthmore, especially the second half. The first quarter, things were a little close, tightly contested. And at the break, even though it was a 7-point advantage for the Pride. Now, Sally underneath. Barely not able to go home. Intercepted the pass, jumped all over it. Kind of just threw it up off the glass though. Robbins takes a feed over, this time Samuels. Samuels pass, she's stripped, but a reach-in foul called against Kokenmeister. Kokenmeister, a heck of a game today. 12 points, 5 of 10 from the field. Those 3 boards to go along with it. Samuels called for 5-second violation. We'll go the other way. Tough start this fourth quarter for the Pride. See if things continue. Not for the moment. Check that. Hayashi pass off. One more time. Back-to-back-to-back turnovers. Cuts in transition. Working underneath. Pass inside. Stripped away. Jump ball will likely be called. No, they'll call a foul against Lindsey Cutts. 13-point game here from the Tarver Pavilion. Coming in, don't know if necessarily you would think that would be the case. Swarthmore 0-2 on the year. Weiner 1-1. As Hayashi give off in the corner. Finds it right back. Fiend, Kokenmeister. Trey connects. She's got 15. 15 points on the evening. Lead extended. 48-32 in favor of the Garnet. And the run continues. A 14-0 run for Swarthmore. In their own end, trying to get out here. D'Ambrosio finds a little bit of space, wiggles through things, met by a double, gives off Cuts. Chance to breathe. Casiello, need of a bucket. Casiello, between the legs, dropped off Robbins. Robbins inside. Bayer was taken down. Nolan Bayer. Tough day so far for the Pride, especially in this second half. Only 9 points as a whole. Actually outscored the Garnet in that third quarter, but in this one, very much in favor of Swarthmore. Give off Robbins. Robbins takes her outside. 20 on the shot clock. Drives to the lane. Gets it off some contact. Second chance opportunity won't go. Both players fall down to the ground. Jump ball called. And we will go in favor of the Garnet. Sally. Just dominant run in this fourth quarter. Hayashi crosses over. Now we'll take from the logo. Drop inside. Nice pass, but it was intercepted. Feed up. Sally keeps it alive. Wanted to throw it back. Hayashi goes down to the floor. As also going down to the floor was Mia Robbins. She'll get back to her feet with a bit of a smile on her face. It was a hard play. Dangerous play, too. Hayashi was trying to just keep possession alive. Sally, well, maybe getting called for a backcourt violation. Threw it back into the offensive end. 6 minutes left to go. 48-32 in favor of the Pride. Robbins working along the elbow. Little handoff give to Cuts. Cuts top of the key. 15 on the shot clock. See where things go. Cuts. Kick outside D'Ambrosio. Pump fake. Euro stab. Off the glass and in. Ends a nearly 5.5 minute scoreless drought for the Pride. Sally. Hayashi. To Richardson. To the lane. Straight up and down. Blocked by Bayer. 14-point game. In transition. Outside. Long two. Off the back of the rim. Hops in. Possession. Robbins keeps it alive, but it's off her leg. See where things went. They'll give possession. So we'll say we're out of bounds on the Swarthmore side. Working along the near side sideline. If I made the shot clock a fresh 30, that one's out of play. Take a half a tick down on the shot clock. 14-point lead for the Garnet as Lopez checks in. D'Ambrosio. Pass off Casiello. Casiello barking out orders, picks up a dribble and needs some help. Gives off cuts. Cuts on the near side wing. Goes towards the lane. Up and off the glass. Needed a bucket. They found one. Sally, spin move, kick out. Baseline J, too strong. Sally wants to go back up with it, and she's fouled. He's fouled. Tay Sally, 8 points on the day. 2 of 8 from distance. Was 2 for 3 to sign off his day. First free throw connects. Sally, a career 63% free throw shooter. A sophomore guard by way Massachusetts. Second one can't go. The board taken in by the Pride. It's Cassiello working against Sally. Crossover, kick out towards the corner. This one, elbow jumper, connects. And the Pride cutting things down. 11-point game. Hayashi outside Lopez. Lopez. Feed to Kokenmeister. Kokenmeister looking to go. Kicked around. D'Ambrosio on her knees. Keeps things alive. But the Garnets swarm. Ball's down. Who gets after it? Sally is the one with control. But we'll see it. They'll say out of bounds. They will not. Well, possession will stay in favor of the Garnet, or at least we'll say out of bounds on the wider side. That will likely be where things are called. And Sally was the one down with it. Nice job to keep possession alive for the Garnet. Hayashi from the far side takes on the inbound. 11-point game. Hansen, dish to Hayashi. We mentioned struggling today. 1 for 8. Lopez on the corner. Cuts towards the baseline. Kick out. Sally finds things back with a Hayashi towards the lane. The floater. Too strong off the glass. The second chance try. Dribbles in. The putback connects. Hansen extends the lead. Cassiello for Trey. Off the back of the rim. Offensive board initially taken. That will be the case as the foul called by Carolina Lopez. Timeout called by the Garnet. They'll need to talk things over. 32nd timeout. 3 minutes left to go. 51-38 lead for Swarthmore. 13-point advantage for the Garnet. A couple players who you probably weren't expecting to pop out today, definitely doing so. Mia Robbins, 10 points, 8 boards, but a bulk of those points coming in the first half. I want to see her get back after it, but 9 turnovers doesn't necessarily help. On the other side, Kokenmeister, 15 points, 6 of 11 from the field. That'll definitely help. 27 minutes on the day for Kokenmeister. As well, Anna Hansen in double figures with 13. T. Sally leading the way, though, in most categories. 9 points, 7 boards, 5 assists, 5 steals. First free throw attempt's good. The second one, able to dribble home. So Swarthmore will hold possession as Sally will take on the inbound, as I believe called a blocking foul in transition. Sally takes. 3 minutes left to go. D'Ambrosio working along Hayashi, who finds things back in possession. Only one made shot tonight for Hayashi. The Garnet's typical leading scorer. On the outside, driving in, looked to go to Hayashi, but a foul called beforehand. We'll call it all against Ludwig, as Becker will go to the line. First one connects for Caitlin Becker. Becker, 2 points in the contest versus Nazareth today. Now it's 3. Make it 4. 13-point game here from the Tarble Pavilion. Less than 3 minutes to go in regulation time. Casiello, near side wing. Need of a bucket, need it quickly. D'Ambrosio. Nice crossover. Throw to the corner. Casiello, Trey, got it! Big time bucket. Comes at a big time spot, a big time turnover. Rejected. The board taken in by the Pride. Second chance. No, turn it away. Anna Hansen, a pair of rejections. Hansen, believe now up to 3 blocks on the evening. Take on the inbound. Casiello pass underneath. Dangerous. D'Ambrosio towards the lane. Floater. Got it. A deficit cut to less than double digits. Hayashi feed up. This one Hansen. Hansen on the elbow. Kick to Hayashi. 2 minutes left to go. Sally takes. Now things within striking distance for the Pride. Down on the ground, they'll call a blocking foul to Gianna Samuels. Lead to Sally going to the line. Talked about Sally night. Impressive evening, trying to get into double figures in points. One for 3 from the charity stripe for Sally. Career 63% free throw shooter. And he's able to get into double figures in points. 9-point game. D'Ambrosio working quickly. Spin move on the elbow. Nice move to the lane, but it won't go. It goes down in transition. Kokenmeister puts it off the glass. Back up by 11. Delay of game called against the Garnet on the inbound. Set back up. Clock stops. 1:35 left to go. Cuts. Towards the basket. Keeps things alive. It was stripped away from her. Pull from 3. Too strong. The offensive board initially hauled in. Down to the ground. Jump ball will stay in this direction, as Samuels was the one to pull from beyond the arc. Outside. Drop inside. Cuts. Up. She's fouled. Cuts is fouled. 1:15 remaining. 11-point game. Here from the Tarble Pavilion. Sighting in as this fourth quarter started with a big run for the Garnet. First free throw won't go. Cuts Leave only 1 for 2 from the line for the first year from Pottsville, PA. Blue Mountain High School. 4 points. Able to go 1 for 2 from the line there. 10-point game. Sally loses it. It was last touched by the Pride, though, as D'Ambrosio had it in the grasp. Just hops out of play. Sally lost his footing. 10-point game. Set back up. Swarmed is Hayashi. Gives off Sally. Sally crossover towards the lane. Kick out. Finds Hayashi and slows down the offense. Hayashi, some nice moves from outside. 14 on the shot clock. Will drive towards the lane. Puts the pause and the brakes on things. Outside, less than 10 to go. Far side driving in. Sally pulls from the corner. Off the back of the rim, but the offensive board taken in by Kuchenmeister. Kicks to the corner again. Time winding down. Off the glass, no. Need to move quickly in towards the corner. Pass off Sally, strips it away. Will they foul? Will they get a chance to? Shot clock and game clock separated by 2 seconds. Sally far side will just hold. 10-point game. As with that, the Garnet on their home opener take down the Pride of Widener. Goes inside, off the mark, as time will expire. 10-point game as this one, final. The Garnet's home opener is a successful one. Swarthmore wins it. 56-46, your final score from the Tarbell Pavilion. Big win for the Garnet. 56-46, a final tonight, as the Garnet picks up their first win of this 2022-23 campaign. Also the first win for officially no longer interim head coach for the Garnet, and Don Grant was able to take things today, as well as take big win in the series history. We mentioned only 9 wins all time in 37 games between the Garnet and the Pride, but this one tonight goes in favor of the Garnet as Swarthmore takes it 56-46, your final score from the Tarbell Pavilion. So, for myself, Garrett Oley, and the rest of the crew here at Swarthmore College, I want to say so long and have a pleasant rest of your evening. As Swarthmore, again, takes it 56-46, a final from Swarthmore. This has been a presentation of the Centennial Digital Network, as Swarthmore wins it 56-46, final from the Tarbell Pavilion. Have a good night, everybody.